My name is Kofi Agyarko. I work with the Ghana Energy Commission and I am the head of Energy Efficiency and Climate Change Division.
Mr. Kofi, please tell us what you have done with regards to energy efficient lighting in Ghana.
As Ghana, we have gone far as far as energy efficiency lighting is concerned. The background is that incandescent filament lamps were bequeathed to us by the colonial masters. So by the year 2006-2007, we had a penetration rate of 58%. And as at that time, CFLs were partly 3%. But incidentally, around that same time, we had challenges with power supply. And immediately, we needed to do something to meet the growing demand. So, upon advice by the Energy Commission, government released about $15.5 million US. 12 million of that was used to procure 6 million CFLs. That was distributed free of charge to consumers. So by the year 2008, penetration rate of CFL had risen from 3% to 79%, whereas that of incandescent had reduced to 3%. And that was a very successful program. Around the same time, we managed to reduce peak load by 124 megawatts. So in effect, we needed to immediately purchase additional power plant. But because we managed to save that much, the need to buy additional power plant was postponed until a later date.
What was the motivation behind this?
The motivation was twofold. The immediate motivation was the power supply challenges that we plunged ourselves into. Demand was more than supply, and the resources to meet the growing demand was also not available. So immediately there was the need for us to act to reduce demand. And the best way we thought we could do that was to inject efficiency into the economy. So the immediate motivation was to drastically reduce demand so that there will not be the need to immediately look for money to build additional capacity in terms of generation. The other motivation was environment. As I earlier on indicated, at a penetration rate of 58% of incandescent filament lamps, you agree that consumption was very high. So in order to reduce, and the more you produce to consume, the more you affect the environment. And I need to mention here that Ghana relies mostly on power that is generated from Akosombo, but after a point there was the need to bring in additional supply because the Akosombo could not meet the ever-growing demand. So in short, I would say that we have reached our wit's end as far as cheap hydropower is concerned. The future belongs to thermal, which consumes fossil fuel and is an environmental effect. So the other motivation was to reduce the carbon emission through thermal generation, and obviously the economic.
And can you mention that you have plans for LED assembling, or you did, right?
Yes, we as I told you, we are developing standards for LED, and we'll love it if we'll have an investor to assemble LEDs here. And by way of sustaining the efficiency lighting program, by just prohibiting the importation of incandescent filament lamps into the country, we have attracted two investors who are assembling CFLs locally here in Ghana. And because we are able to monitor them, their products are of very good quality. And that is one of the major pluses economically if you embark on efficient lighting program. You attract quality investors into your country.
And how do you deal with substandard products on the market?
The substandard products, when we test the product and it is found to be substandard, you are instructed to remove it from the shelf. If that is not done, after 28 days, it will be confiscated and destroyed. But for incandescent filament lamps, because they are outrightly banned, we confiscate them and destroy them at the cost of the importer.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.